My name is Takafumi Yasuda. I run a hot pot restaurant in a certain town. My restaurant mainly uses fresh seafood and vegetables, and it's become locally famous as a place where even women can comfortably dine alone. Welcome, Miss Fumika.
Excuse me, do you have any available seats?
Yes, we do. Well, it's not like we're popular enough to be fully booked anyway.
There you go, saying things like that again.
This woman is Fumika Ayasagawa. She's a regular customer at my restaurant, and the woman I've secretly had feelings for. Miss Fumika, would you like your usual order?
Yes, please, the usual.
Fumika always orders the menu item called oyster and cabbage chicken broth hot pot at my restaurant. I immediately began cooking and served Fumika the restaurant's specialty hot pot course.
Wow, delicious. This restaurant's hot pot is always delicious, no matter how many times I eat it.
Thank you very much. Hearing her say that makes me the happiest. This is the moment when I feel the most rewarding in this job. There's an old saying that the customer is God, but to me, customers truly are like gods. Seeing customers smile allows me to continue running the restaurant, even when things get tough.
Yo, don't mind me.
Shortly after Fumika arrived, another customer entered the restaurant.
Well, Miss Fumika, what a coincidence.
The customer who came in beamed with a big smile upon seeing Fumika and sat in the seat next to her. Fumika looked at the man who sat next to her with a displeased expression. Honestly, I understand how she feels. I'd be annoyed too if someone casually started talking to me when I was enjoying a meal alone. The man talking to Fumika is Junya Sudo. He's a customer who recently started coming to my restaurant, and he's also considered a regular.
Hey, come on. Give me your contact info today.
Can't you see? I'm eating right now.
Fine, then I'll eat with you too. Hey, I'll have the same thing.
Certainly, sir. While I was preparing the food, Junya continued to persistently talk to Fumika. Watching this, I sighed. That guy is always like this. Perhaps he heard the rumors that my restaurant has many female customers, so he comes here and tries to hit on them. I like the taste of this restaurant, but I can't enjoy my meal in peace because of that guy.
Hey, owner, can't you ban that guy? I can't even eat in peace.
In fact, complaints about Junya have been flooding in from customers. It's not like I hadn't done anything. I had warned Junya several times. But if he doesn't change, there's nothing I can do. In the worst case, I'll have to consider banning Junya. Right now, he's being a nuisance by talking to female customers, but if this escalates...
Ugh!
While I was thinking about this, I heard Fumika scream. Looking over, I saw Junya grabbing Fumika's hand.
Hey, that's enough. You've been ignoring me all this time. Who do you think I am?
Hey, stop it! I stepped between Fumika and Junya. What are you thinking, grabbing a woman's hand like that? If you do something like this, I'll have to ban you.
What? What do you think you're talking to? I'm an employee of Asia Fish.
Asia Fish Corporation. I know the company well. They supply us with fresh seafood. They're a major wholesaler. Are you really an employee of Asia Fish? Asia Fish is a good company that we do business with. I don't believe a good company like that would have an employee who behaves so rudely. That's what I thought at the time.
Well, that's nice to hear.
Hearing my words, Junya grinned with an unpleasant smile.
You don't seem to understand this situation. I'm the son of Asia Fish's president.
The son of Asia Fish's president?
You've disrespected me, the son of Asia Fish's president. Don't think this will end without any consequences. I'll have our company stop doing business with your restaurant starting tomorrow.
What? That's ridiculous! Such retaliation can't be allowed!
Shut up! I'm the president's son. Everyone should accommodate me. It's only natural. A small restaurant owner like you getting cocky? From my perspective, you're just an insignificant small fry. Small fries should know their place.
It seems he was extremely upset about me interfering with his advances. Junya glared at me with trembling shoulders.
Yeah, I'll crush a worthless restaurant like this soon. Who do you think you are trying to ban me? You'll regret taking this attitude with me.
Junya shouted, kicked over a nearby table, and left.
Thank you.
Are you alright, Miss Fumika?
I'm so sorry. It's my fault.
Don't worry, I know Asia Fish is a good company. Even if Junya is the president's son, I don't think they would actually stop doing business with us. That's what I thought, but... Business termination? The very next day, Asia Fish Corporation suddenly informed me they were terminating our business relationship. Apparently, Junya had more power within the company than I had thought. Damn, this is a problem. I protested to the company about the sudden termination, but nothing changed. Honestly, Asia Fish supplied us with fresh seafood, so this was a significant blow to the restaurant. There's no point in feeling down about it. I didn't do anything wrong. The day after being told about the business termination, I immediately took action. Please, I beg you! Please, somehow, can you help? Isn't there anything that can be done? I traveled all around Japan, negotiating to somehow secure a supply of fresh seafood. Thanks to these efforts, I managed to secure most of the seafood. But not everything returned to normal. Oysters are especially difficult, huh? Among the items we handled, I just couldn't find satisfactory oysters. Should I compromise and use cheaper cooking grade oysters instead? No, but...
Excuse me.
It was at that time Fumika came to the restaurant. Ah, Miss Fumika, welcome! Fumika looked at the menu, searching for something, and quietly sighed.
When will you be serving the oyster and cabbage chicken broth hot pot that I always order?
About that. I'm sorry. I just can't get my hands on delicious raw oysters suitable for eating.
I'm so sorry. It's my fault, isn't it?
No, it's not your fault. I don't think I did anything wrong. If they terminate business over such a small matter, it probably would have happened eventually anyway. Despite what I said, not being able to get fresh, raw oysters was a major blow to the restaurant. This restaurant's selling point was providing delicious raw oysters as an ingredient. Then could be eaten as sashimi or cooked in hot pot. Oysters were a signature menu item. Indeed, since the termination of business with Asia Fish Corporation, customer numbers have been declining steadily. Somehow, I needed to secure fresh raw oysters.
Is it that difficult to source fresh oysters?
Yeah, oysters are very delicate ingredients. Among seafood, oysters are the most likely to cause food poisoning. That's why we can't offer raw oysters through unreliable sources. We absolutely cannot cause food poisoning. And just because oysters are fresh, doesn't mean they're suitable for raw consumption.
What? Is that so?
Whether they're for raw consumption or cooking, seafood must be fresh. Whether they're suitable for raw consumption depends on when they were harvested. Oysters feed on plankton and seawater, and when they do this, they filter seawater. During this process, they can also ingest norovirus, which causes food poisoning. That's why only oysters free from norovirus are safe for raw consumption.
I see. I might be able to help somehow.
Help? You mean with sourcing raw oysters? But sourcing raw oysters is really difficult.
Actually, my family runs a hotel.
A hotel?
The hotel my family manages also serves raw oysters. So, if I ask my father, he might be able to help.
By the way, what's the name of that hotel? Fumika told me the name of the hotel her family runs, and it turned out to be the largest luxury hotel in town. 1 week later, I was waiting with the restaurant in reserved state. Today was the day Fumika's father, the hotel's president, was scheduled to visit. However, even at this point, I was still half skeptical. While I was waiting in the restaurant, I heard a car stopping outside. Welcome! I was about to go outside to greet them, but froze. A shiny black luxury car stopped in front of my restaurant. No way! From that car emerged a middle-aged man dressed in an imposing suit.
Oh, so you're the man my daughter was talking about.
Yes, thank you for coming today.
My pleasure.
I kept stumbling over my words for my nervousness. That's understandable. I'd never had experience of entertaining such a VIP who would ride in a luxury car.
I've heard the general story from my daughter Fumika. If your restaurant is worth saving, I'll do so. But if your restaurant serves unimpressive food, this conversation never happened.
Fumika's father stared at me with sharp eyes. I couldn't help but gulp from the tension. This is bad. I'm so nervous. I haven't been this nervous since the school arts festival in elementary school. Even then, I was cast as a lead role, was incredibly nervous. But today's tension is on another level. My throat is dry, my heart is pounding, and I can barely breathe.
I should warn you, as someone who runs a hotel, I'm quite particular about food.
Yes, sir. I nervously began preparing the food. Not being able to use oysters, our signature ingredient, was a disadvantage, but I put immense effort into the hot pot broth. Even without the star ingredient, my broth could hold its own. Here you are. This is our cabbage and pork chicken broth hot pot. Fumika's father first took a spoon and brought the soup to his mouth. After taking one sip of the soup, Fumika's father widened his eyes and stopped eating. Mr. Ayasagawa folded his arms and stared at the soup with a piercing gaze. Is something wrong?
The soup, did you make it?
Yes.
I see.
Oh no, what should I do? I had anticipated criticism, but inside I was panicking. What's going on? Was it that bad? No, wait. This might be this way of expressing that it's delicious. For me, this meeting was my last chance. If I failed here, I'd have to abandon the standards I've held since opening the restaurant. I was really desperate. Various thoughts swirled and disappeared in my head. Mr. Ayasagawa remained silent for about 20 seconds before he resumed eating the hot pot.
So, what you need are raw oysters, right?
Yes, oysters are a featured product, so without them...
I understand. I'll introduce you to a raw oyster wholesaler in a few days.
Does that mean?
Yes, this hot pot is outstanding. I've tasted various Chinese cuisines, but this hot pot was among the most delicious I ever had. It would be a shame to let this hot pot disappear, so I've decided to help you. However, a wholesaler is the lifeline for a company dealing with food. I can't introduce one for free.
That makes sense. If I were Mr. Ayasagawa's position, I would never casually introduce a wholesaler. That's how important wholesalers are to food businesses.
As a condition for introducing a wholesaler, I want you to serve your hot pot at our hotel.
Is that true? That would be perfect. The hotel run by Mr. Ayasagawa is a luxury hotel that everyone in town knows. Having my hot pot served at such a hotel would be nothing but beneficial. I immediately accepted Mr. Ayasagawa's proposal. As a result, I was able to secure the fresh and delicious raw oysters. No, I was able to get better seafood than before. After I started serving hot pot at Mr. Ayasagawa's hotel, my restaurant's reputation spread by word of mouth. Thanks to that, the restaurant became more prosperous than before, and now it's a popular place where reservations are hard to come by. I was working busily every day. Then one day, after closing time as I was cleaning up, someone opened the door and entered the restaurant. "I'm sorry, we're closed today." When I looked up, Mr. Sudo, the president of Asia Fish Corporation, was standing there. "Mr. Sudo?"
I apologize for intruding when you're busy.
"No, I apologize for not being able to offer proper hospitality. What brings you here today?" When I asked, President Sudo fell silent.
I came today to apologize. I'm truly sorry about this matter.
The President Sudo got down on his hands and knees on the floor and began to bow deeply in front of me. I couldn't understand what was happening, having the president of a former business partner bow so deeply to me. Please raise your head."
I heard my foolish son behave very rudely to President Yasuda.
Ah, I see. That matter. Yes, it was a bit troublesome, but it's resolved now.
Actually, I recently met a senior from my college days. I had drinks with this senior after a long time, and he told me about my son's misconduct. Then I was scolded by the senior.
Someone who could scold President Sudo? Asia Fish is the region's top wholesaler. Does such a person exist?
I'm so ashamed. I only realized this after being scolded by Senior Asagawa.
Ayasagawa? Are you perhaps referring to Juzo Ayasagawa?
Yes, Juzo Ayasagawa was my senior in the university club. He has been taking care of me since I was just a rookie in the business world.
So that's how it is. The world really is small.
I heard that my foolish son had been going to restaurants frequented by female customers and repeatedly hitting on them. What's more, he even tried to hit on Senior Ayasagawa's daughter. This is absolutely disgraceful.
Speaking of which, where's your son Junya? If you're here to apologize, wouldn't it be normal to bring your son as well?
That India's son has already been fired from the company.
Fired?
Dad, what do you mean?
Just as I was surprised, the door to the restaurant opened and Junya appeared.
I heard I've been fired. What's going on, Dad? Shut up! You're fired! That's it! Where have you been until now, anyway? I was in Hawaii trying to secure a business deal with a company there. Don't lie! You were probably just playing around in Hawaii with some woman. I seem to have spoiled you too much because you're my only son. You'd think you'd pressure a business partner to terminate their business relationship. It's his fault. He disrespected me. the son of Asia Fish's president.
Are you the president of Asia Fish? No! You're just an employee who's being disrespectful here. Either way, your dismissal has been decided by the board of directors. You no longer have any connection to Asia Fish Corporation. Get lost. Go wherever you want.
But what about my future, Dad? You said I was your heir. You said the future would be mine, so I could do whatever I wanted.
That's because I had expectations for you. How dare you do something like this? I've had enough of you. I'll cut ties with you as a parent too. You won't receive any inheritance either, so be prepared.
Oh wait, can't be serious, Dad. Don't abandon me. How am I supposed to live if you abandon me?
Despite his age, Junior was crying like a child and clinging to President Pseudo's legs. Not my problem. You messed up my company. I apologize for showing you such an unpleasant scene. I have other places where I need to apologize, so I'll take my leave now. President Pseudo said this, gave a final bow, and left my restaurant.
Wait, Dad! Don't abandon me!
Junior followed his father out of the store crying. Only I remained, left all alone. What was that all about? Afterwards, I used my network of contacts to find out what happened to Junior. He was indeed fired from the company after that. He began to intensely hate his father and took out loans to start his own company to prove himself. However, his arrogant and condescending attitude hadn't changed. And with such an attitude, his business was bound to fail. In the end, Junior's company fell into financial difficulties and went bankrupt in less than a year. The bankruptcy left behind an enormous debt, and Junior disappeared, essentially running away. In the end, if you do bad things, they come back to you, huh?
Did you say something?
No, it's nothing. I was close. Today is the momentous day when our second branch opens. I need to stay focused.
Thank you so much for inviting me to the opening ceremony.
Fumika bowed with a smile as radiant as the sun. She's truly a well-mannered young lady. Fumika has been a great help to me since then.
Takafumi, it's a waste to only sell such delicious hot pot in a limited area. Why don't you start online sales? I'm sure it would be successful.
Fumika enthusiastically recommended online sales to me. I wasn't very keen on the idea. But since it was Fumika's request, I reluctantly started online sales. Surprisingly, online sales grew rapidly. And now they become an important pillar of our revenue. Being able to open the second branch is thanks to Fumika and Mr. Juzo. Since today's opening ceremony is only for people related to the restaurant, naturally Mr. Juzo and other business partners' presidents are here. And of course Fumika is an important regular customer. Please enjoy yourself today.
I will. Fumika, let's take a picture in front of the store. Yeah, let's do that.
Fumika gave me a bow and ran off to join her friends. Although the event is only for related parties, several of Fumika's female friends are participating at her insistence. Watching Fumika's profile as she laughed at her female friends, I quietly sighed. Regular customer, huh? Just a regular customer. To be honest, I want to have a different relationship with Fumika. But I can't say it. I came to the restroom to use it before the opening ceremony. But I just can't get the earlier events out of my head. I can't say it, that I like Fumika. It might seem cowardly, but I'm not originally a very outgoing personality. The only reason I can talk properly with Fumika is because she's a customer. Should I just confess to Fumika? Tell her I like her? That might work too, but if my confession is rejected, it would be unbearable. I'd rather keep things as they were than risk ruining my relationship with Fumika. I really hate how indecisive I am. As I was sighing, footsteps approached me from the hallway.
Fumika, how long are you going to be in the bathroom? You're taking too long. Are you okay?
Those words made my heart tighten. Is Fumika here?
Huh? Oh, she said she was going to the bathroom earlier, but...
Of course, the men and women's restrooms are separate, but I have been talking to myself right in front of the restroom, which means, looking towards the women's restroom, Fumika emerged with a face flushed red.
Ah!
I don't need to ask to know what happened. Fumika's face is red up to her ears. She heard everything. She heard all my monologue just now. Fumika and I stared at each other in silence for a while, both of our faces bright red. Eventually, she spoke.
Is what you just said true? Does Takafumi really...
Of course, but, was I bothering you?
Bothering me? Not at all. I was happy because I've liked you too, Takafumi.
Wait, what did you just say?
If you'll have me, please go out with me.
Is this for real? Are you really okay with me?
Stop making me say it over and over. I like you, Takafumi.
I like you too. And so on this day, Fumika and I started dating. Life is truly unpredictable. When Fumika and I returned to the venue holding hands, Mr. Juzo rushed over upon seeing me.
Takafumi, I've been looking for you. Really, what is today's main character doing?
I'm sorry. Mr. Juzo narrowed his eyes as he saw Fumika and me holding hands.
Fumika, don't monopolize today's main character. Go greet the other guest.
Yes, father.
Saying this, Fumika let go of my hand and left. As I was watching Fumika walk away, my shoulder was suddenly firmly gripped.
By the way, the condition for marrying Fumika is to be president of at least 5 branches, you know. If you intend to spend your life with Fumika, you'll need to work hard for 3 more branches.
Marriage? Looking into Mr. Juzo's eyes, he was staring at me intently.
Don't tell me you have casual intentions towards Fumika. If so, I won't forgive you even if it's you.
No, I'm seriously dating Fumika.
Then work hard, son-in-law.
Huh? I looked at Fumika in confusion. And in the distance, she was watching me with a bright red face, nodding repeatedly. I'll do my best. It suddenly took an unexpected turn, but if it means I can marry Fumika, I'll give it my all. President, it's time. So please come up to the stage for your greeting. Ah, okay. With renewed determination, I went up to the stage. Looking at everyone who had come, I took a deep breath. Thank you all for coming to the opening ceremony of our second branch today. Taking a memorable first step toward a new life goal.
Wasn't that lovely? Like and subscribe for more videos. See you again!